But I don't think my microphone is working great. I don't think my microphone is working great. Let me check real quick. Let me check real quick. No, it sounds like it's working just fine. 1, 2, 3 test. No, it sounds like it's working just fine. Yes, it is. So, the goal of today is to test, debug, and refactor the beginning of the project, the onboarding, and the authentication pages. To see if the errors are okay, if we do not miss any translation, etc., etc. So let's go. Let's start with the step 1 and merge and start of the step 1. Oh. I didn't know that. So if I try to register this user, what message do I have? This is not a good thing. I have this email already been taken. And this is not really. It's not really nice as a translation. This is pretty, actually this is pretty bad. So this is stuff like this that we are going to debug. Excessive coding is connected at 8 in the morning. Now that's something. What happened? You didn't strip? Got to get my flight. Where are you going? Jeju? I've heard the Jeju tickets are quite low right now. Don't know if it's true or not. Or you go back to Taiwan? Or to Japan? I don't remember where you're supposed to go. Hong Kong. Oh yeah, you told me. You have to do some paperwork. Well, is it far away from Korea though? Korea is here, Hong Kong, I guess it's over there. Okay. But it's not that close. It's like what, 3 hours of flight? 4 hours of flight? And how much time did you stay in Hong Kong? Three hours flight. That's okay. Only 3 days. That's okay. So you're back here in like Sunday, I guess. Or Monday. By the way, do you know where I could translate this? I don't see any translation for this particular. I guess it's over there. Yeah. This is not like a really good translation. The value of the field attribute est déjà utilisé. Huh. Because I cannot say limer, I cannot put some apostrophe in it. It's just that this translation is not really insanely good, so that's why I want to change it. I think I'll keep it this way, it's not that bad. La valeur du champ adresse email est déjà utilisée. In French it doesn't sound great. Perhaps removing this would be better. The value email. The value address email address. I don't even know where it's translated. Oh, it's here. Mm-hmm. By the way, excessive coding, are you still there? Shit. I talked to, I don't know if you know him, Christopher Vaughan. He's living in Korea right now, in Busan, if I remember correctly. And he has the D12, D10-2 visa. And apparently it's quite easy to get. Like you have to attending to one seminar. This visa. I don't know if you're still here. Anyway. Now let's imagine that let's check if suddenly there is a problem in the language selection. I will look into it. I mean, I thought it was quite harder than this, but apparently it's super easy. And you can get it for 6 months or 1 year, and you can renew it, and then you get access to another visa. But on this another visa, you have to open a company or something. Anyway, I mean, it's up to you. It depends on what you want to do. So let's try to throw an error. To see how it's handled. Oh, yeah. I cannot test it like this way. I'm gonna have to test it from the front end directly. Pages, onboarding, step 2, and then PUID. Can't I just... I wanted to break my app to see if it's working great, but... I don't know how to do it. Even though it's quite impossible to do. That someone cannot just select the proper language. Just trying to see if there is any break that could occur in the application. That's not something interesting or sexy or anything. Competition. I return to competition. Competition level ID exists. Perhaps it. I don't know. Platform subdomain. Oh yeah, it's created automatically. I just forget now. And then we have the. Yes, if we have an error, we flash the error. But I never got. Like if I throw an error. And I return to route number 3. Step 3. Voice over. No. Will I see the flash messages? No, I don't have a success. What? How do I throw an exception in Laravel? Throw. Oh, because I return. I'm completely retarded. By the way, the phone number. Nullable numeric? I don't know. Because perhaps they want to say plus 33 or something. Moment of truth. Didn't work. I don't know why it doesn't work. Why I don't have my toast. Now I get an error. Yes. But why I don't have flash messages? Oh, now I have an error. That's good. That's exactly what we want. And it stacks nicely. And if I translate it in English, does it? Yeah, never occurred while creating a platform. Please try again later. So this is working. Now the phone. What kind of verification the phone should have? Oh shit. Sorry. Um, I think I just set it as a string. Let's see the migration because perhaps it's only. I don't think so, but where is the user table? Phone, it's a string. So it's fine. An error occurred. Another one. Perhaps because something was already there. Please enter a number. Type number. Should I say type text? Oh, there is even a type there, and I think you can best character in it. Yes. Let me double check. Type tel. So now in mobile version, I think well, I would need to have a really proper phone to just try, because I think the tel type is more useful on phone than on desktop. Anyway, this was for the refactoring of the onboarding. Perhaps I should try to put some way more competition to see how it's looking. Where is my seeders? Like if I had a bunch of other competition. And just do PHP artisan migration. Boom. Will it be displayed correctly? That's the question. I should make an autofocus on that. This is how it's displayed. I think it's okay. I think this thing should be first though. Because otherwise you have to scroll, you don't really understand why. And then I have to put an auto, because yeah, I have to put an autofocus on this, on the platform name. And step 2, and the input, yeah, autofocus. Perhaps a tab index of 1 do the trick. Yeah, tab index of 1 works. So now I need to put a tab index on this, perhaps. Not sure. Nope. On a trigger, perhaps. Yes. And now it works flawlessly. I don't know how to put some tab index on this, but oh no, I don't know. Well, I could. Tab index could be something dynamic, something like selected language dot length. No, because we are in a loop, so we can extract the index, and we just have to say tab index 2, 3 plus index, and then the next would be tab index language selected language detail dot length. I mean, it would be 3 plus selected language dot length. Let's try. Boom. Yes. 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 And then we need to use the previous, the same thing for the previous tab index. No, not more on the link, and it will be tab index 4 So now if I refresh, boom, 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 boom. That's really good. I wonder if the tab index should be on the button rather than on the link. The problem is that if I set it on the link and the button, I don't know if it would trigger the link. Let's try. This is like really some details, but that's... Oh, and it doesn't focus. Oh yeah, it works. Nice. So why the step one? Yeah, autofocus tab index one, autocomplete given name. Why it's not focusing the first? Why it's not autofocusing correctly? Because if I refresh, it autofocus correctly, but if I go back and fill in the form, next, then it's not autofocusing correctly. Perhaps an unwanted. That's ChatGPT. Yeah, they use an unmounted function. Yeah, not a huge fan of it, but I'm gonna use it anyway because we want the smoothest experience possible. I don't know where to put it. Let's put it under platform input, and then we have to reference this. And we need to import the unmounted function. So now, oh, we need to reference also the platform input, platform name, platform input name, platform name input, sorry, makes more sense to go this way, and change the ref, there. So now if I refresh the page, now we get an error. Of course we get an error. It wouldn't be fine, it would be fun if we didn't get an error. Platform input is not defined. Yes, of course it's not defined, I renamed it. So now focus is not a function. What is this? Tchaikovsky. Yeah. I mean, yes, it's a custom attribute, but if I refresh, I don't know, it's those one will get selected in priority, even if I took it, if I set it at tab index. Of course, it's in Korean. If I do it tab index of 0, will it work better? I don't think so, but we can try. But let's go to the next page. No, it doesn't work better. I'm wondering if it's because of the key thing. Let me try another browser. Even though I don't think it will work either. No, it doesn't work. It works if you refresh the page, but it doesn't work. Like, let's keep it this way. I don't wanna. It's details, even if details are quite important. It's just details. Because if you refresh the page, yes, you're on the right. Now we didn't do the same thing for the step 3. So the code could be selectable if we say a tab index of, oh no, we can't do it. I think we can do something like tab index and then put something of an index here and say index. I wonder if it would work. It works, but it's really weird the way it works. Oh, I need to put +1 on it. So now it works. And the last card, that is the card for the empty competition, should be on top of it. Because we want it to be on top of it, because it's the selected choice by default. So we need to put a type index of 1, and instead here we're going to increment like this. And type index of 1. So now if I refresh and at this tab, it works just fine. And we need to set up a tab index for the button also, tab index. And this will be a bit more complicated. It's like props competition dot length length plus 3, I guess. And this would be the same thing, but plus 4. So let me try again. Yeah, it works. It works just fine. If I select this, ding, 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 ding. Boom. Perfect. And in the success, I want this to be tab index of 1. I don't know, because if I refresh the page, it wouldn't work. Should I send a flash message when we created the platform? I don't know. This seems a bit too much since we already display a success page. The step 1 is submit, and is the button of tab submit? Yes, it is. Alright. Next, select this. Access your platform. We've sent you an email. Open it to verify your address and start exploring. Congratulations, your platform is now live. That seems okay to me. I'll come back. So where were we? Yeah, one other improvement that I could make on the onboarding page would be to set up this quotes, set this as a random quotes. So far it's hard-coded, I guess, if I remember correctly. It's in here, it's a testimonial, and it's just displayed here. The goal is that we could have something like 10 quote or 5 quote, and it's every time you refresh the page, the code changes. This could be a nice feature. It's not really a feature, but this could be a nice thing. I'm thinking, yeah, it would only be like a front-end thing. But now I have to set up a quote table array, sorry, const testimonial, yeah. That's absolutely not what we want. We want just an array of translation keys. So it would just be this, and then yeah, exactly. 3, 4, 5. And then we need to, every time there is like we need to select a random one every time we refresh the page. But first let's add it. To do so, we will just have to go to my website. And there is already some testimonials out there. Testimonials. This is this testimonial. Oh, and now I just see that I've hard-coded the name of the testimonial. This is not good. Can we store object? We could do something like this. Dee-da-dee-da-dum, dee-dum. Um, now we need to store testimonials. We need to create it, to create some. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. This is testimonial 1 dot quote, and this is testimonial 1 dot client, and the client is OD. It's not good, because now I have a random client and a random quote. Absolutely know what I wanted. Oh, because, yeah, okay. It's just me. Now everything should be working just fine. And indeed, 442233. Now all we need is to populate. And if we could just take the one, we're gonna refresh until we get the right quote. Oh, it didn't work. But I know why, because we are in English. So now if I just say this, and then duplicate this into the client, here we go. It doesn't work either. Why? Up. Onboarding testimonial 1.client. Yeah, it should be working. I don't know. I don't know why it doesn't work though. Oh, because ChatGPT just stabbed me in the back with his recommendation without translating the quote. Now this is better. And now we can start to add more quotes, more testimonials. Let's put this website in English. And this is from this person. Now to quote 3. From this person. Now we need another quote. Very good solution. Some citric mole. And 4. And we need a last quote, because I believe I just put 5, yes. 5 is a good amount. It's a small one, but it doesn't matter. And now we just need to change the text to French. No, it's the quotation from Alice, I guess, sorry. So the third quote from Isabel. The onboarding is really important. That's why I put so much time on it. It's like, it's from there that the people, it's the first connection with the people to your interface and your product. So it has to be appealing, it has to be reassuring, it has to be good. That's it. Cedric. But that's why I don't talk a lot, because there is not really anything to explain here. It's just basic works. So now, very good. And if I change the oh, it changes. I don't know if I want this. It shouldn't be changing. Why if I do previous it change? But if I do next it doesn't? The component should not be remounted. It changes. Why? Why does it change? The onboarding layout should not. Actually, yes, it's because since it's rendered by the backend. So how can I keep the quote? Is it that bad though if it changes? It's distracting. Local storage, oh no, yeah. No, I won't use the local storage just to store this. One thing could have been to use the inertia middleware. And inside of this, there were the quotation thing. The quote, inspiring quote. And I don't know if it changes every time. You know what? We can display the quote and see if it changes. Page dot props dot quote. I think that's it. No, not at all. I don't know why. Actually, yes, it was this, but since it's inside of nothing, it doesn't work. So if I go back, yeah, it changes every time. So even them are changing the thing, the code every time. So we'll keep this one. This is not perfect. Like if I select this, should I put an inside? I don't know. It's quite abrupt. Yeah. I wonder if I can do something slightly better, like an inner shadow. Box shadow inset. Tailwind shadow inset. Is it possible to do some inset? I think it's possible. Yes, it's called inset shadow. And let's try it right away. Which tab again? Step 3. And say inset shadow. What does it look? It look atrocious. It looks awful. So we won't use it. I should change the images also. I don't know what to take. I don't know. It should be something that represents sports, like an illustration of something cool. But I don't know what. I do not know. If I go to Unsplash and try to search for beautiful images, then can we have illustration? Oh, and this is free illustration. That's kind of cool. Now we need something that is suitable for our needs. This one is really cool. Oh, but you have to pay for it. I guess every illustration you have to pay for it. Yeah. It's not that I don't want to pay, but kind of. This image could be nice. Yeah, and there is a wait a minute. Oh yeah, there. Copy image link. And if I change it directly here, will it be more appealing? Absolute garbage. Absolute garbage. But if we apply some kind of opacity filter or something like this, it could be better. Like if we increase the opacity of this, yeah, we should have something like this, but with a better illustration. The problem is that I need to have some free copyright illustration. I don't know where to get some of them. This one was quite great, but once again, I have to pay for it. But I don't know how much. Yeah, it's $10 per month. I don't even know if I just pay once. Oh, I got the premium one. Yeah. I don't want to mess with copyright infringement, that's how we say. I don't want to mess with copyrights since I do a B2B thing. Yeah, this is nice. This looks nice. But I don't have the rights on the picture, so... But I definitely have to find something like this instead of this. It is more appealing, more fun. We should type the competition. Let's reference the file and ask for, so we can type the competition. If I go to resources, competition, now that the concerto is over, we need to find another one. Oh yeah, Rachman. This is the best concerto for one of the best concerto for piano that has ever been created. I think I should create, yeah, something like this. Oh, she's a bit loud. Props competition. Dot competition. Oh, because competition is just GUUID. Why is it an object? Let's try to see if it works. Then I should create a file where I just set every type. Does it work? Yes, seems to be working just fine. It just this insists this is a UUID. Let me check in the controller how I send it back to the front end. Step 3. Step 3 competition is like onboarding competition. Competition. competition, and competition is EUUID. Yeah, let's keep it this way. The typing thing will be for another day, I guess. Like exporting this into custom types, into a different file where I can export every interface in order to reuse it. We quite improved the onboarding, especially with the tab index and all that jazz. This is way better now. Tab index 3, we can commit and push. Now we would say, hey, we got errors. I do not really care about the errors. Oh, it pushed it. Okay. Let me review the push though, because I'm not sure. Why am I already starving? Let me see the last push, the last commit, because perhaps I've edited file I shouldn't have edited. No, it's okay. Pop-pop-in. So now we can refactor the auth pages, and this is something quite like kind of harder, I would say, because I didn't wrote those pages, I just used them since they're all shipped directly with Laravel. Now this is cool. The question is, I need to check how the logic of authentication should work. I think since it's based on a session, it's stored into the it's scoped by subdomain. So if it works natively like this without me trying to do anything, this could be nice. But if it doesn't, I would have to do some work. Where is the authentication page on the old? I think it's the app service provider, but I don't know where the app service provider is located. Oh yeah, it's here. So it's auth service, no, 45. Login. You have a rate limiter. Request notification, request session, regenerate. How does it? Oh. Okay, so authenticate. Ensure is not rate limited. Rate limited many. I don't know. Like, is there a listener for that? No, doesn't seem to. I think I have to build it if I want. Throw validation error with messages. Too many attempts. Let's say 1. And let's try to connect. This section is unauthorized. Damn. I don't know why. Oh. What? Where is that? App service provider. And subdomain generated sign URL. And the subdomain is here. Notifiable platform latest first. Why is the subdomain null? Missing parameters subdomain. Null. Are you telling me that my account is not associated with any platform? User ID 2, the platform ID 1. I should have. notifiable platform if I debug this. Well, anyway, it was the goal of today to just no. No. ID 2. Why is it not associated to any platform? I do have the method platform, I do have the relationship set it on my model. Yes, I do. So why is it not working then? Item 0. 0 item. Now that's something. Let's call Tinker to the rescue. Tinker, and if I just try to get the user 2, yes, this one, and if I try to accept the platforms, I do have platforms. So why can't I get the platform from the notifiable, which is the user? It's crazy. It's crazy. Why? Oh, I know why. I fucking know why. Because the user doesn't exist on this platform. That's why. Because we are not on the right subdomain. We are on the subdomain FFDSF. And the user, the platform of the user is in the subdomain FSA. So the platform does not exist in the data because we scoped here. The platform does not exist. So we should do the same thing for the user. So we could get a 404. Never thought about it. Do we do the same thing? Yes, we add the global scope on the user, and we totally forget to use the global scope on the user. Well, I did forget. Whereas platforms, degrees, platform region, yeah, query where user underscore. No, it's platform underscore user. It should not be user underscore platform. Where is the database? Platform underscore user, yeah. The platform ID is equal to platform ID. So therefore, we should get a attempt to report platform or no. Yes, because the user doesn't exist. But then and yes, now we also need this, but we still have the notifiable trait. And because we're connected to a platform that we should not be connected to. Perhaps instead of notifiable, I should do first or fail. Let's log out, because this is not a behavior, a default behavior, right? Now if I do this and I try to connect myself, but if I try to connect myself with a user that is in the database but is not from the platform, what's the name of the platform again? FFDSF. So if I use the platform 2, for instance, or the platform 1 of user 2, and use this smear, in theory only, we should get a 404. This credential do not match our record. Too many login attempts. Please retry in 49 seconds. Now, is it because the email doesn't exist? Or is it, I think it's thanks to our little trick here. So now it should work. Too many attempts, I need to wait for 20 seconds. And this action is not authorized. I don't know why it's not authorized, but then we have been able to log in. I don't know why this is not authorized. And now you could have connected himself. Why, if you just log out and try to log in back and had this, now it shouldn't work. We should get a 404, or no, this credential doesn't exist. But if we use a right user or the right platform, for instance, if you use this user right here, now this should work. Yeah, it works. And now we need to validate our, and I removed it. Should we validate our account? It doesn't work. Resend email verification. If I switch, there is only English for this platform. So now if I verify my email, I'm connected. That's great. Yeah, that's great. That's great, that's great. But the rate limit doesn't seems to be working. You don't need this. Looking with request. this was like a really big mistake from myself, like forgetting to scope the user. Crazy mistake. Crazy mistake. Now we need to do the sign. Let's try it out. Imagine I forgot my password. Let's check with this user here. It shouldn't be working. Hey. If the account exists, and indeed we did not receive any email. Now, let's try with this. It should not work. Indeed. And now let's try with, I don't know why I'm still connected, by the way, yeah. Let's try with this one and this one. It should be working. I should receive an email. Oh, and now we get an error. Missing required parameter for root. Missing subdomain. I never tried this route. I'll take a small break before going further. So now we need to fix this bug. Hey, where are you? But with password reset. Password reset. Is it the root that is generated by the vendor thing? I assume it is. No, it's here. Oh yeah, but it's in the vendors. Yeah. And I need to pass a subdomain here. Send request link. And I need to pass, indeed. Written a reset password. Create callback URL. Oh, okay. So I do have the option to modify the callback, which is fine, which is really nice. Extend to ensure process to extend it if you need more time. Then you need to find so in app service provider. Provider, app service provider. Now we should what is the name of the class? Reset password. Reset password. word, I don't know, is a password. I think if the notification query, yeah, exactly what I want. Platform notifiable, platform latest first, yes, that's what we want. I'm wondering if I could just take the first platform, like the get current platform, in order to get the current platform anyway. So now the domain is just this. So now I think I can, oh yeah. Generate site URL. Yeah, but no, because creating URL using this, there is no verification temporary signed root here. So I don't know why though. Gotta go back. Create URL using. Let's see what ChatGPT has to say. Yeah, return URL. Okay. Return your root, password reset. I don't know where they get the token from though. Yeah, where do I get the token? That's something I want to know. Like this, this token, construct token. Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry, my bad. I can grab the token from there. And now I should be working. So this is this the platform 4? Yes, it is. If I would send them an email verification, it should work. Did I receive an email? Yes, I did. The URL is not good. Why? Password reset. Token error subdomain. Why is it not good? Why generated such a weird stash reset password? Because the absolute is false, but then why do you need a subdomain thing? That's the thing I don't understand. Now it works. Now if we try to change the password, like if I mistake myself, yeah, it doesn't work. If we reset my password, we have another error. We're progressing, we're progressing. Now it's like a new password controller. Auth. I think it's an auth, new password controller. And there we need, if we need to rewrite, yeah, to root login, I think. And we need to pass it the subdomain. Subdomain. And do I have the request? I did, like, request subdomain. And then we should be good to go. If I does it really work? Because I think the token would be, yeah, this password, where's the token's invalid. Of course it is. We already used it. So if we just say login, and we say, hey, I forgot my password, and I just resend an email. I should receive an email. I just reset the password. What does the email say? Hey, hello, you received an email because you this password. And then I can set password to what? Where's the password? Then it has been reset. I don't know where it been correctly redirected to this. And if I try to log in, it should not work. And if I do right password, it works. Perfect. Now, what pages do we have to test again? This is crazy useful. This is crazy useful. The fact that you can override some method. Return back. I wonder if return back just worked just fine. I don't know. Now this has to be corrected. Finish that. Now we need to register user. This is going to be the tricky part, because we need to associate a user to a platform. Should we attach a role though? Extract the platform, the ID, platform ID. The thing is, we should create a role directly, because we do, if I remember correctly, in platform user we have is admin, is owner. I don't know if is admin is yeah, its default is false, so it's fine. So we can just set it like that. And we need to add what? Syntax error, unexpected variable user. Oh, yeah. Now, oh, I agree to the term and the condition. I'll change the music. The register page, and do we send the terms? Yes, we do. So we need to check if the terms has been checked. I should have done this in another place. In the onboarding controller, I guess I have the terms. Yes, and I just do this. Let me keep open this up, and at the moment we said is admin true, is owner true. Yeah. I prefer to do this, by the way. Platform uses and then attach the user ID. Now it's required password again. It's the same thing. Required. Yes, 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 yes. The email has to be lowercase, but we do lowercase it. And password required confirm. Email required string lowercase max unique. Email max unique. Yes. Unique user. Is there anything else we should have done? No. Attach user event registered. I don't know what the event registered like do. Return route, and then yeah, it should work. So now let's try to register myself. I do not check it. I have to check. Create account. The problem is that these things keep repopping every time. Like if I verify if I resend the verification link, and I still use the older one, would it work? I am automatically redirected. Yeah, it's been verified. My email has been verified. So it works. That's great. Now let's try in French. But the platform is not accessible in French, so let's add a new, I think it's the platform 4, language 82, and stack of 5. Platform ID, language 82. No? I don't, why? Null value in current platform ID of relation language, it's not null. What? I said it was 4. It's not null. I cheated. Oh, we need to erase the cache. Now, we have the French version of it. Now, if I try to create an account, create an account. Boom, I'm connected. So everything is working fine. This is nice. Let's review the code. So I guess the platform user. I don't know why I don't have that created and updated automatically. This is something I don't know. And I think I should have another user, right? Oh yes, here. It started to be pretty good. Everything started to work. That's a relief. Now this is my root password. I don't know, like, if I should do this. I think it's a crappy solution, to be honest. I have to do this on this thing, but on this thing here, I think it's absolutely garbage. Because, yeah, it's not good at all. It's not, it's very not good. This is fine because it's when we just created the user. And we need to verify this email. Well, I wonder if there is a email verification when we changed emails. Because if it's the case, then this won't work. I think no, because no, I don't think so. But this should not be that. This should be extracted from the database itself, like get current platform, instead of this. Anyway, so this is our multi-tenant user-based stuff. It's like we use a warehouse platforms. This is fine. We just added a subdomain here, and here we just associated a user with a platform, and we require them to accept the terms of the condition. By the way, if I just go back to my page, do we have? Can we click on that? Yes, we can. Perfect. Yeah, app service provider now. App service provider. Ensure current platform. If I do like user underscore platform, what kind of error do I get? I try to connect myself. Use a platform. Undefined table. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to try. Because it should be platform user, not user platform. So if I really try to connect myself, it should work. Indeed, it worked. So in the app service provider, instead of this, we should set platform get current platform. The problem here is that it's under the onboarding. Am I correct? So if it's on an onboarding, Let's clear the cache. And now let's recreate a user to see if everything is working. Damn, what is this symphony? Like, this is supposed to be. Oh, it's Rachmaninoff. I thought it was. I thought I clicked Beethoven symphony and it was like, doesn't sound like Beethoven at all. But indeed, it's Rachmaninoff. Let's try another one. And sure, indeed. Do we have a being edited? And platform user, we should say me. Do I have the ID 8? Yes, I do, and the platform 4. Just receive an email, click on it, and boom, connector. So it does work. And it's way better because, yeah, it's way better. So we can commit this. I can check my to-do. His mail. Do we force the email verification? Yeah. And the register page is done. Now the register page is not entirely done because we need to set up a team, like the user could choose a team during the registration. Now we need to create some seeders. Create some seeders for the demo because I don't want to have to recreate an account every time. I don't know what should be the next step, because obviously we either need to create a seeders or we either need to do, how do we say, to start creating the dashboard of the application, the admin dashboard. I think what I do is to create the dash, the seeders. Database seeders, like we have the competition seeder. Let's see, I've done it previously because I want to create something only for the local development. So perhaps I should even use the factory, but anyway. So yes, this should be code in any cases, but then I should add some programmatic like app environment logo, and then we can call all the seeders. Now the chatbot seeder, we do not need it. It will be stay empty because it's already created in the observers. The chatbot are already created in the observers, but we need to create a platform seeder. So let's do it. Create. We just need a name. Yeah, we just need a name. Name. I'd still use like subdomain because I don't want to auto-generate subdomain. Test. Local perhaps. I don't know. No. Yeah, test is fine. And we need a subdomain of test. No, let's call it Ethereum. Name of my company. And then in the observer, let me double check because it's not in the observer. It's an boot method of the platform model. If empty, an empty platform name, another platform, yes. So now we need to associate languages to the platform. So we need to put this into a variable. And we need to associate languages. So languages, and we want to attach both languages, and the users, we want to attach a user, but in order to attach a user we need to create a user. So user, I think you could just use a factory like that. Yes, user, and user factory, where is it defined? Factories, user factory, name, fake email address. Name, let's go Samuel and Samuel. And we can attach this. So now we should be good to go. We should define it as a admin though. Let's see that. Now, if I go back to my website and I say, instead of this, I say etr /token, it's a 4.4, and it should not be a 4.4. Now we have, of course, it should be because we did not code it. Platform seeder class. Now if we redo it, relaunch it, we see now that we have the platform seeder, and if we refresh the page, boom, we connect. We are live. And if I try to connect myself with my newly created user, it should be working. It absolutely not work. Yes, I just had a typo in the password. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Which file did you modify? This one and this one. Perhaps I should have a factory for the platform. Like random colors and stuff like that. I think I will end the stream pretty soon because I have so much other things to do. Let's just set a platform factory. So name, subdomain, slot, color primary, color background primary, color navigation primary, color navigation text, collision text active, image logo, image URL, image URL. This is default by false, I think. fake boolean? No. This one. There's a 50% chance that the pages are enabled or disabled. That's funny. Term of service page enabled. Boom. Road URL. Allowed mail extension. I don't know what is this. JSON. Oh, okay. Oh, I need to do this also. I will write it. I need to authorize only certain email address and not everything. This should be. And chatbot, I don't care about chatbot. So now we can say factory create. And if I just launch it, I hope it will work. Now if we access the platform, what did he say? But we do not have any images. The images doesn't work. The via placeholder is outdated. Yeah, it doesn't work anymore. It's completely outdated. Like the website doesn't exist. That's sad. It used to be some really convenient stuff. So we can, I don't know. You can remove it, comment it, just comment it. And now if we retry it, we should be able to see. It's always the same color. Why? Oh no, it's not always the same. So cool to see the color changes. Like, it's really nice. It's fucking nice. Yeah. That's cool. That's cool. That's really, really cool. So now we have a cedar. That's really cool. Let me double check something. Automate extension, yes. And then when we register the controller, create a new user. the email should be ended with the array. I did this in my previous projects. New window ends with no, yeah, ends with, and then the extensions. So when we create a user, we do not need it on the onboarding thing, but we need it on the register user. So here we should add, first we should, I prefer to use the bracket over there. And after that I will understream, isn't understream, lowercase email max to 75 to this, and then unique. And I think when we use the thing that is in onboarding, actually we can reuse this, and we need to add a ends with ends with and then here it should be the current platform, like platform equal get current platform, and it should ends with, what does airtrim does? Airtrim replace all curse of the search string. No. Strip white space. So yes, okay, I need to do something like end with dot airtrim and then platform, not this at all, but instead we need an array. We need to flatten an array. Which is not airtrim, but we need to extract. Oh, how does it called? This is a JSON array. Let's search ChatGPT, because the array manipulation, string manipulation, is implode. env platform root mail extensions. And if I dd that, and if I retry it, like etl again, and if I create an account, and if I just say hey, if I submit, I just get this, which are the only required email, the only authorized emails. So remove it, refill the form. It works. Now the message is like, perhaps I should do like a custom. Why it doesn't work? Oh yes, it does. Perhaps I should change the we said this email is not authorized. I don't know, I think it's fine like this. So this is great. This is exactly what we wanted to do. Now, imagine we do not have anything. This is null, for instance. Just imagine, just in case, just in case. And now we clear the cache. And we will try to register myself. What would it do? Would it work? Would it not work? It doesn't work. That's why we always want to try, and to try, and to try, and to try over and over. Null given. Empty. This is so bad. That's why I use the nurturing, by the way. Um, uh, there we go. This is like, this is way better. And here we can just go this trim, and this would work right off the bat. So which must be null given. Shit. Why was working in my previous version? Oh. As dynamic validation, sorry. My bad. So yeah, this is exactly what I should do. Even it's quite extensive as a validation thing. This is not good. Like e-mirrors, yes, okay. I cannot want this. Email rules. Yes, required string, no case, max, email, unique user. And then if this should be there. And then if empty email rooms, yes, and then this should be working. And it works. And if I do have what is the default? Default, I guess it's now. So now let's clear everything. Let's retry. It worked. Even though we have... This is not supposed to be working. Oh god, this is not supposed to be working. Why is it working though? Who said that it was this? Who said that? Who said, yeah, it's allowed emails. No, it's allowed email extension. So of course it's empty. Of course it's empty. So now let's try it again. Register, sign up. Authenticator extension string. Why? It's just a simple array. It like easy. There's nothing complicated in that. It's just a simple array. In array, is array, email, email extension, and not empty, email, implode. Implode. Join array element with a string. That's exactly what I want. This is exactly what I want. This is exactly what I want. I didn't flush the cache. So it works. If I do a random thing, yeah, it doesn't work. Now if you set that to no, I try to register again. And we have to get a fucking cache. This works. So now we added an email verification to our authentication. Well, it was quite something, right? I wonder how we have how we'll set the dashboard, because with all those verification now it's anyway. So that's it for today. Now everything is working very nicely. I have to retry again, like to create from scratch a new platform. Let's try it real quick. If I call this, it work, yeah. Should have received an email. Boom, boom. Verify email address. Continuous HTTP website. It does work. And if I try to log in myself, platform now there is another platform. And if I try to log in myself, my newly created user, which is this over here, it worked just fine. Everything works fine. It's great. See you tomorrow or perhaps next week. I don't know if I will work tomorrow. Anyway, and the music just stopped. The symphony just stopped. It's time to stop.